the 1998 American League Championship Series. Tonight, it's Game 3, the New York Yankees versus the Cleveland Indians.
Bartolo Colon really had 2 seasons. He made the All-Star team. He was 9-4 at 2.46. Series swipe 31. And a base hit on the game's second pitch. So Knobloch, who had been just 2 for 22 in the postseason prior to that at-bat, begins the game with a single.
One thing to remember is Bartolo Colon will come right after these Yankee hitters. Sense of the word, they are a team. So it's always we. We lost the game.
Jeter bunts out in front of the plate. Colon's play is to first. Sacrifice is successful. Knobloch in scoring position with 1 out. Calls the plays in right field. Here's the payoff. Hit sharply toward the middle. Vizquel to his left. Throws him out on the run as Knobloch takes third. A difficult play for many, made to look routine by Vizquel.
And another nice pitch by Colon.
Knobloch at third with 2 down. Sliced in there for a hit. So Williams comes through, Knobloch scores, and the Yankees take a quick 1-0 lead.
Well, the first pitch he tried to get a fastball in on Williams, which is where you want to pitch him because he was on the bag. He wasn't going to be out anyway.
A bouncer that's grabbed by Tomey. He goes to the bag himself, and Colon gets out of the first, but not before a run scores. Hits by Knobloch, and Williams give the Yankees the lead. Joey Cora at second against Andy Pettitte. 16-11 for the year. 1-1 this season against Cleveland.
3 home runs, 1 for 10 in this series, but he's been actually swinging the bat well. He's hit some balls hard.
This one is grounded to second. Knobloch takes care of Lofton.
Good pitch by Pettitte, and that's his key pitch there. He threw him a little cut fastball.
Pettitte were at the hands of the Indians in last year's division series, beaten twice by Jarrett Wright. A called strike, but how? Oh, I thought it was a strike. A delayed call from John Shulock, and now he sends Vizquel to first on the walk.
Well, Pettitte fell behind early.
The 1-1 pitch is rolled to third. Brocious tricky hop goes to second and gets the force. Vizquel is erased, and Justice is at first with 2 out.
When a left-handed hitter hits the ball off the end of the bat, like
the 2-2 pitch, ripped to left for a base hit. Justice stops at second. So now Travis Fryman, even with that bunt having been changed from a sacrifice to a hit after the game, he's still just 4 for 22 in the playoffs. Hit hard to left, coming in is Spencer to take it. That ball was hit right on the nose, but in the wrong spot, and the Indians strand 2. And he draws the walk.
First pitch is a fastball that Chili Davis swings and misses.
The 2-2 is cut on and missed. So we may be seeing a reality check for Shane Spencer.
Well, when you face, he's gotten out of the first inning here as he did in Boston. He's starting to throw the ball much better.
A fly ball to right, carrying pretty well. Ramirez to the track to tuck it away.
What you want if you're a power pitcher is just what we saw there.
Hargrove said if he was scared and pitched that well at Fenway Park, I hope he's petrified tonight. A line drive into center field for a base hit. 2 on with 2 out. And a pop-up in foul ground. Alomar off with the mask. Sandy squeezes it, and the Yankees strand 2. To the bottom of the second. Still 1-0 New York.
Pressure on Pettitte. And going up there trying to hit the ball out of the ballpark is not always the way to do it.
This ball is well hit to right center field. On the run is Bernie Williams. He's a spectator, though. This one's gone. It's better to wait for the 3-1 pitch, isn't it, Joe?
Yeah.
Drive that is in there for extra bases. Witten, in his first postseason at bat of '98, has a stand-up double.
But Witten did a great job.
A bouncing ball. He did his job. Knobloch throws him out, and to third with one out is Mark Witten. Nice piece of hitting by Sandy.
Well, a great job by Sandy, but Pettitte throws the fastball up and away. This pitch is up.
The AAA team in instead of Cora at second base tonight. Bouncer over Pettitte through the drawn-in infield. RBI hit. 2-1 Cleveland.
And that's the risk you take when you play the infield in first base. Otherwise, you have a great jump.
Not going on the 1-1 pitch, which is lined to left. Here comes Spencer to make the catch.
Well, they had Lofton played perfectly there. I mean, that was a line drive. I mean, these guys are hitting the ball hard. The only ball that hasn't been hard the entire inning. Particularly well in this entire series. Not a lot to show for it.
Vizquel whacks one to left, and that drops for a hit. They're teeing off on Pettitte.
What Pettitte is doing is he's getting too many pitches up.
A roll to third. Brocious has it, and he tags Witten out to end the inning. Not before a couple runs come across, and Cleveland takes the lead. The Yankees send up Jeter, O'Neill, and Williams in the third. Roll to short. One shortstop throws out the other as Vizquel takes care of Jeter. And you can go in depth on every game of baseball's.
You're really not going to be a good hitter, and I think that's what Paul O'Neill has learned, to stay within his zone.
And he draws a walk to bring up Bernie Williams.
I think we'll see how they want to pitch him here on this first pitch, and Bernie Williams will know as well.
He bounces it to Vizquel, steps on the bag, completes the double play with the toss to Tomey. He's so beautiful to watch work. This is the 10th pitch of Ramirez's at-bat. And finally, he strolls to first. And Sunday.
One bunt or one base might be important during the series.
2-0 pitch. Bounce to third. Brocious has it. Goes to second for one. Can Knobloch turn it? Nope. Fryman beats the throw to first.
Ball wasn't hit hard enough because Brocious had to move to get it. Fryman to beat it out.
Tomey hit a 3-1 pitch out of here his first time up. This one is skied to shallow left. Spencer comes in and has it.
Smart pitch there by Pettitte because he hit a fastball for a home run last time up after missing with 3 breaking balls. So what does he do? He starts him off with a fastball. See, he's late.
Witten doubled in his only trip. Whacks this one to right, but it's right at O'Neill. No runs, no hits, a walk, and a man is left. We've played 3, and Cleveland leads it 2-1. Colon gets him. And Martinez still can't get on track.
Well, it's easy to say, and as I pointed out, Tino is swinging at just enough bad pitches to keep him behind in the counts.
For the second straight at bat, Davis draws a walk. It'll bring up Spencer, as we remind you that there's a baseball doubleheader tomorrow. Hit to short, double play ball, 1, 2. When they had their historic team that went 111-43. What do you think they drew in 1954? As Alomar bounces one to the left side, it comes up for Jeter. He has time and throws Sandy out.
$1.5 million.
You're pretty close. 1.3 million. Now they had drawn over 2 million in 1948. Wilson had an RBI single his first time up. He pops this one toward first base. Tino Martinez drifts into foul ground and makes the catch. This weekend, the PGA Tour returns to NBC with the Michelob champion. It's the economic system itself that plagues them, not a lack of revenues. A swing and a miss. Lofton is out on strikes, and suddenly Pettitte has settled down and retired 6 hitters in a row. We played 4, 2-1 Cleveland. Colon was 14-9 for the year. His ERA was 3.7. Slow roller to Vizquel. You're a goner when you hit it to him. He made 5 errors all year. When you consider how much work a shortstop gets on various plays. Broken bat at third base, Fryman. That takes care of Girardi.
And he has made 2 spectacular pitches here in this inning to get the ground balls.
We're interested in acquiring him in a trade, but Minnesota asked for too much young talent in return, and the trade never happened. Another broken bat. Vizquel plays it on the bounce, barehanded, but he's safe. Thome couldn't hold it. The throw might well have beaten him.
The throw did beat him.
Another ground ball Vizquel's way. He scoops it up and throws on the run, and that takes care of Jeter. Talk about a guy who alone is worth the price of admission, even with the price of tickets these days. This guy is in.
I would be surprised if they would make a change at this point. His ball was still moving well.
In center field, Bernie Williams scarcely has to move, and Vizquel is out to start the bottom half of the 5th.
Doc will throw curveballs, changeups. He will sink his fastball, but he doesn't have the overpowering fastball he had before.
A little tapper. Pettitte off the mound, can't get it. Knobloch charging to barehand and throw him out.
Hey, these guys don't need gloves.
The word from the Cleveland bench, confirmed by Keith Olbermann, is that O.J. and Wright are throwing to be throwing. And Ramirez hits one deep to right. O'Neill looking up. She's gone. The 4th home run of the postseason for Ramirez. His 49th of the year combined, regular and postseason. He has great power in all directions to the opposite field this time for a 3-1 Cleveland lead. And prior to that, Pettitte had set down 8 straight Indian hitters.
It's special.
Now the 3-2. And after being ahead 0-2, Pettitte loses Fryman. In the air to deep right. O'Neill turning and looking. And gone. It stayed up there for an eternity. But when it finally descended, it was gone. very effective, as you see, during the season.
I mean, when he puts a charge into him, like no one else can do.
Martinez to end the inning. But not before Cleveland scores 4. Mark Witt doing some hitting. Now tonight they pull out the big lumber and they lead 6-1. Hit sharply to center field, but Lofton tracks it down, and O'Neill is retired. Coming soon to NBC. You know, it's the high fastball that draws the oohs and ahs and gets the strikeouts, but when you look at how many groundouts he's put in the scorebook already, it's the sinking fastball that's been his best pitch. Here's another bouncer. Colon off the mound, and that takes care of Williams.
Bartolo Colon passed him this year.
Tino Martinez still can't buy a hit. Wilson throws him out. Colon works a perfect 6th. Cleveland looking for a 2-1 lead in the series.
We'll see how Hernandez pitches after 15 days, and we'll have a better idea of what they can do sitting that long.
Bernie Williams makes the catch on the ball hit by Wilson. 1 out in the 6th. Baseball tomorrow. Speaking of pitching pairings, Greg Maddux against Sterling Hitchcock. They still have 3 turns at bat to do something about it here tonight. Lofton with the bouncer. Knobloch has to hurry and gets it. Another good play by Chubb.
What makes this a good play is he got a great jump on the ball.
Yeah, his only hit of the series is just 1 for 14, but it was huge. Vizquel hits one softly into right center field. Knobloch back, and it falls between 3 Yankees for a 2-out hit. This time he's running, and the ball is hit sharply to Knobloch, who throws him out. No runs, a hit, a man is left. We've played 6 at the Jake, and Cleveland is up by 5. The Yankees got their run and 2 of their 4 hits in the first inning. Since then, Colon's been mowing them down. Chili Davis with the comebacker. 1 out. And Spencer pops it up. In the middle of the diamond, Vizquel says, "I'll take it." Out of sheer respect, if nothing else, Wilson backs off.
It's almost impossible for a guy to continue to hit.
Vizquel takes the soft liner on the 94th pitch of the night, thrown by Colon. He's pitched 7 brilliant innings and leads 6-1. And in a flash, it was 6-1 Cleveland. Dangerous pitch for Mendoza. Hit hard to center. Back goes Williams. Away back. Gone! Off the top of the wall. Off the top of the wall. Not gone, a double. It was right beneath the yellow line.
Actually, Bob, I thought it hit the yellow line.
Then consider what the Yankees face. This ball is lined over the leaping Jeter. Ramirez had retreated to second, so he'll have to stop at third now. First and third, and nobody out. Mike Stanton, who's been a whole lot better throughout his career in the postseason, perfectly comfortable. Hit hard. Martinez knocks it down. The runner holds third. Advancing to second is Fryman as Ramirez stays put, and Tomey is retired. Alomar is 0 for 3, 3 ground balls. But Hargrove's team is a base hit away from putting it out of reach, if it isn't out of reach already. He jams him, he pops it up. It's playable for Girardi. That's the second out. who it appears will be asked to get the Yankees even in Game 4. Wilson goes down swinging. Stanton comes in and does the job. The Indians leave the bases loaded. It's still 6-1. Tomey grabs it. Picked it off his shoe tops, and on the liner, Posada is retired. He draws the walk. Folks, this weekend,
just tearing their bats up on the handle.
Wilson to Vizquel to Tomey, a 4-6-3 double play, finishing Jeter and the Yankees in the 8th. He's let his fielders do the work. A pair of home runs. Witten and Ramirez have also homered, which makes Lofton's 0 for 5 a lot easier to take. Second time he struck out tonight.
They'll have a chance to find out if they are really one of the greatest teams in the history of the game, and I think they are.
Jeter can't flag it down, and Vizquel has his 3rd hit of the night. Over the course of the season, they had an easy go in the American League Central. And some people thought that was why their second half pace wasn't so swift. They had very little to play for. Fouled back into Posada's glove, and Justice strikes out. He, like Lofton, wears an 0 for 5 collar. Dwight Gooden, who probably was their best pitcher the last month or so. Ramirez lifts one to center field. This one will stay in the yard, and Bernie Williams will take it. On to the 9th, 6-1 try.
O'Neill was sitting on the fastball, 2 balls and no strikes, and still couldn't catch up with it.
Fly ball to left. Back goes Witten on the track for the first out.
Another 97-mile-an-hour fastball that he was late on.
You haven't seen these expressions too often in the Yankee dugout this year. Again in left field, it's Witten. The Yanks are down to their last out.
Bob, when you can get all the left-handed hitters to swing late, hit the ball the other way, and jam all the right-handed hitters.
The 1-2. And Martinez's night ends with a whiff of Colon.